All right, thanks, Matt. He's missing out on one of our favorite moments of the week, dinner and a movie. And joining us now in the CI Living kitchen is U of I student chef Danielle Saubert. Danielle, welcome back.
Hello.
I'm so glad you can make it in with all the rain and craziness going on outside. So is this going to be some like comfort food, warm us up, or what are we making?
Well, actually, I think it's a really good transition recipe, kind of going from, I don't know, like the comfort food that you go for with winter time and everything, kind of, for those of you who are like really excited to get grilling and everything, this is a good burger that you can make just on the stovetop.
Ooh,
so,
all right. So what kind of burger is it? Because I'm seeing some ground turkey. We're going healthy here?
We are going healthy.
Okay.
Yeah, poultry is generally a lot leaner than your beef. You know, it depends on the cut that you buy, of course, but turkey burger has a different flavor, and we're actually going to add some herbs in there to make it really, really tasty. I've made this a lot, and all the people that I've made it for have really loved it.
Oh, I'm sure. Anything you make has been fabulous. So where do we want to start?
So what we're actually going to start doing, we're going to actually cook some onions. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut up our red onion here. And for those of you guys who have trouble crying with onions, I have a trick for you.
Ooh, what is that?
So, see, we have the two different sides of the onion here. Wait, maybe the camera. All right, we got the tubey end, and we've got the root end. We're actually going to cut off the tubey end, and so, because it'll actually keep the juices from kind of leaking out. Oh. So, we'll cut that off.
Tubey, I love that. The tubey end. Okay.
And then this is also a pretty good trick for dicing too. We're going to cut the onion in half along the root, and since it's already got those layers in there, we're just going to use that to our advantage. So we'll peel back that layer that we're not going to use. I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of extra there. And the ribs that kind of go vertically.
Well, you were using words to describe an onion that I've never used before.
I'm getting a little fancy over here.
Okay.
All right, so we're just going to cut along those ribs a little bit, and that way once we start dicing, it'll just kind of fall into an actual dice there.
Okay, that is super clever. I love that.
So I think this will probably save a lot of people from hurting themselves too, because onions can be a little slippery. So you'll see as we cut that's got everything pretty much already in your cube there.
Nice.
So we're going to cut that. We're actually going to saute these onions in a little bit of olive oil. We're going to let them get nice and clear, cooked through and everything, and then we will add a little bit of garlic to them. So we got our oil over here.
Okay.
We'll turn that on.
Get that going.
Ooh, perfect. Get that skin out of there. And let's go ahead and get that onion on there. Okay. This is about a half a cup.
So just use half of the onion, not the whole thing?
I mean, as oniony as you like something, the recipe only calls for about a half a cup.
Okay. We got good teamwork here.
Yes, absolutely. That's what cooking's all about.
Yeah.
You know, even if it just means somebody does the cooking, somebody does the dishes.
It's more fun to have a partner.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to get that going and nice. And then what do we do with this turkey? Is that going to get tossed in there, or do we need to do something different?
What we're actually going to do, we're going to let once the onions and the garlic cooks through, we're going to put that aside and let it cool a little bit, and then we're actually going to mix all of our herbs and our turkey together in this tin over here.
All right, and what herbs are we going to be mixing in?
We have some fresh sage, thyme, and rosemary, and then of course a little bit of salt and pepper, and actually a lot of parsley, which will give it a really, really nice green color and a lot of good flavor actually.
Oh, so lots of fresh.
Lots of fresh.
Mine usually come from a container that I shake.
It's interchangeable, but sometimes the fresh herbs are they're a little bit more aromatic, and you know, half of tasting is smelling. So. That's
right. Okay, so can I be doing something while you're doing that?
If you actually want to get the garlic in there and saute all these, I can go ahead and keep on with our cutting here.
Okay.
We have our rosemary. We're going to use about a tablespoon of the rosemary.
Not going to lie, my eyes are kind of starting to feel the tear.
Breathe through your mouth.
Gosh, is that the trick too?
Yes, that's another trick.
Okay.
Here we go. A little bit of thyme here. A little bit of sage. You gonna be okay?
I'm trying. Like, I don't want to mess up my mascara.
No, it's every woman's worst fear, right? Messing up the makeup.
Okay, so getting this all nice. And how long do you think it'll take for these to get how we want them?
It usually takes about 5 minutes.
Okay.
So it might be already once we come back, but You guys are at least getting, this is pretty much the most prep work that you're going to have to do. Then we'll form the patties and then cook them back on there using the oil that's left over from the pan. And then we'll get just a nice sear.
Okay, we're going to let you keep dicing and chopping and cutting and doing whatever it is you're doing over there with all those seasonings. Good. And then I'll let you finish so we can try these later.
Okay, very good.
We actually have the recipe posted online right now if you want to make some herb turkey burgers for dinner tonight or some night.